Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails Podcast, episode 45, our first ever 45th episode of the third season. Hey, and if you're looking to buy or sell a house, maybe interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cdhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. Make sure you get the house before they're all bought up. So make sure you like and share this page because someone you know might need a laugh. So this week, originally from London, England, finalist at the Palm Springs International Comedy Festival, World Series of Comedy, producer of Kimbles in Bits, we have the incredibly talented and funny Kimbles Hume. Hey, Kimbles!
Yes, thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, it's going to be our pleasure. Trust us. And I am going to joke around about the intro this time. I got the hint of how important I am. I'm just going to go over here and fuck myself. So I get it. Last week was my birthday, and we all went to the escape room.
Yes, we did.
Michael Gull, thank you very much. After being at the escape room, I believe you can... Escape room.
Thank you.
You can catch Will with a box, a stick, and a string. Because there was one point where there was a laser on the floor and something shiny on the wall. And Will's like, "Ooh, shiny." And just alarms go off. And when you turn around, there's a big sign that says, "If you do that again, the game is over."
But we made it.
We made it. We won.
Happen again.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, I got us into that room.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations. All right. So, bad joke monologue this week. Who's ready for some bad jokes?
I'm ready.
Due to an overwhelming workload this week, the bad joke monologue will be especially bad.
Ugh.
Yeah, we've 17 shows this week we have because of the Twisted Dreams Film Festival, which is going on right now. And either later tonight or tomorrow, we will be announcing the winners. So check it out, Milwaukee Twisted Dreams Film Festival. All right, let's get into it. Federal government of Nigeria suspends Twitter from the country. How will I ever know if the prince got all the money I sent him?
I'm sorry.
We're having technical difficulties. That's always great, right? The bad joke monologue. Cavemen and women were found to take psychedelics and dance for hours on end.
Nice.
Mushrooms are for a yabadoo time, weed for a dabadoo time, and ecstasy for a gay old time.
Yeah. That's a winner, man.
That one works? All right. Jeff Bezos announces he will blast into space on his Blue Origin's first test flight next month. A boss so shitty he makes his employees piss in the bottles and is getting a rocket ship built by his employees.
Oh, boy.
I don't think he thought that one through. Philly's naked bike race is still going on, but you need to wear a mask. So no shirts, no pants, no underwear. And if you want to get real comfy, no bike seat, but make sure you mask up. New Orleans, is offering signing bonuses due to the humongous stripper shortage. It is so bad there that they said they'd give Molly a job.
You know, there's some talent down there in the French Quarter. It's
all right. We're going to head down there one day, Will. I want you to guide me.
Absolutely.
So, Shailene Woodley jumped in head first to move in with Aaron Rodgers. Because if he is known for one thing, it's quick decisions on commitment. For a little football fans there.
Well, it wasn't Brett Favre.
Yep. Was. All right. Russians build the first stealth warship. And this has to be true because I read it on the internet.
Oh. Yet. Yikes.
Brussels has a crazy sausage ban to Northern Ireland going on. Abe Froman steps in to help solve the trade war.
Sausage King of Chicago.
Anytime you can get an Abe Froman joke in there. Texas, Austin, Texas, where Big Laugh Comedy, our network, is from, will resume energy disconnections starting July 1st. But how will people get on the internet?
Dork.
Jeffrey Toobin returns to CNN after getting caught feeding the geese during a Zoom call. He keeps apologizing, but I really think he should stop beating himself over it.
No.
He's going
But,
back.
bum.
CNN is hiring him back.
Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
All right. A 28-year-old Frenchman who slapped President Macron in the face gets 4 months in jail. That's it? That's the punishment for slapping your president? As a German, this is why we don't look at it as France as much of a country. We look at it as more like an occupation.
I told him that one was bad.
A soldier with a swastika, speaking of Germans, tattooed on his scrotum is jailed for 19 months for breaking Austria's Nazi glorification laws. Now that takes balls.
How did they find out?
I don't know. If you spend the money, you're going to show somebody, right? All right. And finally, a Central Washington student burns an LGBTQAI plus pride flag and posted it online as a protest. Are you trying to tell us something, son? You just posted a video of a flaming
Flag.
Wow.
He meant to say flag.
Tom,
Come on, Tom.
we need the live buzzer.
Jesus, Tom. Oh my God.
Wow. Live TV.
Wow.
Wow.
Tom.
Wow. We're off to a great start. Did I mention I did 17 shows this week?
And
A
it
flaming
makes you-
flag. It was supposed to be funny, and then I was talking about a cigarette in England there.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
Okay, cigarette in England. That Kimbles understands that.
Yeah, 100%.
This week we got Kimbles Hume. Well, you take over for me. I'm having a bad day.
I met Kimbles last year in Las Vegas, the World Series of Comedy, and
Mhm.
the funny thing is when she spoke like an idiot, I thought I was hearing an Australian accent. I was like, "Oh, Australia! I love Australian accents. I love Australian people." And she was just too polite to correct me, which was great. It's like because you did say later, well, it does sound kind of similar, but like
Oh.
I an idiot because it's like, and you didn't bother to say anything about
No,
it.
but it's one of my opening jokes now. All the time I get up and I'm like, you're probably wondering what part of Australia I'm from. I'm from London, England. So yeah,
There
I just
you
have to roll with it now.
Right, because it does have that kind of sound to it. But
Yeah.
I love the Aussies. I think Americans, we kind of identify with them, because we got the hell away from England, and then,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, with the adolescents, and we're a little bit bawdy, we're a little criminal-ish,
Yeah.
just a
No,
little.
I get that. I think I look more Australian as well. I just give off an Australian vibe, I think.
You do.
I drink beer like an
blonde and
Australian
pretty
as well.
doesn't,
The blonde and pretty.
and
yeah.
nice teeth does not scream England.
Ooh. I'll take it.
All right, Molly, what do we like to do since I'm slipping up here today?
Oh, the hot seat. Do it.
It's the hot seat!
We'll get that.
Wow, yeah! It's the hot seat! Hot seat! Off the rails!
Hey, see, this is real production there, Kimble. This is a professional operation we got.
Loving it.
All right, you're from England originally, so we have to solve this. Can you help us
Oh,
out here?
gosh.
There's an argument over, like a major argument between these old couples about where the bins go in England. It's garbage bins, correct?
Just bins or rubbish bins.
Rubbish bins?
Yeah, rubbish bins.
Okay,
Where do they go?
here we go.
Has the bins
Rubbish.
there?
She
Have you
put,
got photos of evidence?
hang on.
Really?
She put the bins up there. And I
Just in case you've tuned in late, World War III has broken out of the garbage bin.
No one needs to get upset. It's only a go.
So where
Wait, there's
do
an
they,
Aussie at the end there for some reason.
where do they go?
Dude, I don't know. I reckon whack them on the grass because you've got like kids and scooters and old people on their Zimmer frames going down the pavement. We call the sidewalk the pavement as well.
The old
so.
man didn't want to push it on the grass.
He wanted to push it on the pavement.
Yeah, the old lady says they go on the grass, and she's very adamant.
Yeah, I think she's right. I'm on team old lady.
Oh,
Team put it in the grass. But
Yeah.
it wrecks your grass.
It does. It'll wreck your grass.
I mean, if
What
it's
it-
on pavement, how are you supposed to? Do you have to walk on the road to get around it? Because it will block the pavement, the sidewalk, I should say. The sidewalk.
No, I was thinking like a driveway or something like
Well,
we have
yeah,
here.
yeah. Third options are always good, right? What's the third option? Both options
Well,
suck.
ours always go to the road, just to the side of the road there.
we have curbs.
Yeah, we can't put them in the road because our roads are tiny. You guys
Yeah.
have giant roads. Our roads you can barely pass two cars, and yeah, I don't know.
The Great Bin debacle.
The Great Bin debacle. Love it. I just love hearing a British person say rubbish. It's good.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
So Alyssa Milano embraces her armpit hair, and a lot of other celebrities are doing it. How do you feel about the new celebrity armpit hair trend? Mal,
Me? Oh.
I told you to fix that last week. but
I
here we
saw
go.
that picture, and
That's not too bad.
Doesn't look bad at all. I mean, like that's really short. I mean, I've seen women armpit hair. I mean, like I grew up in the '60s. You know, they had the hippies, and you know they had some serious armpit hair and hairy legs as well. It's like,
I mean, that's just a Tuesday for me.
yeah.
You shave on a Saturday, right? That's what just you look like until you next get round to doing it. That's nothing.
This is Molly overnight.
Oh, Molly,
Yeah, definitely.
really?
Yeah, yeah, she's not arguing. So you find what about the longer armpit hair?
I mean, not my vibe. But what's funny is if you scroll up and you see the picture of whoever at the top, it just looks like it's her natural hair, right? So if I like position it correctly, it's just, I guess that's what it would look like.
Okay.
Whee.
Whoa,
I
yeah.
don't know. Pipe, just like, some blonde ones there. I don't know. I'm all for it though. Natural expression. Do what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
good way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what I say about my legs anyway. Once a week, max.
Once a week. Molly only shaves to the knee, right?
I don't
Anything
mind
above the knee
feeling
is
a little-
slutty.
Me too. I'm the same.
All right. Well, what's your death row last meal?
Oh, full on British English slap up roast.
Pot roast?
Roast lamb, mint sauce, roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, the whole thing. If you've never had one, you have to have one. Get yourself to a British pub, get a slap up British roast. It's amazing. They don't slap you physically. It's just delicious.
That sounds great. We have an Irish place right near my house, and their soups are amazing. And they have a Granny's pot roast with Guinness gravy. Woo!
Yes, that's along the lines. Yeah. Anyone who says they want soup for their last meal, like, just deserves to die straight away like
What if
that.
it's gumbo? What if it's gumbo though?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, gumbo. We'll make an exception for gumbo. That's pretty rad.
I'm taking the hottest wings I've ever eaten because there's
Mm.
no.
You might as well go out
consequences.
flaming, right? Like a
No
flaming flag.
I don't
Flaming
have
flag. Nice
flaming
call.
flag. Thank you for saving me. And we're gonna have to edit that for the YouTube version. Hey, Mal. Right, Mal?
I think that would be wise.
Slips happen. What do we got? 10,000 hours of podcasting. I said
Um,
flaming flag
My
once.
son said bad slip there.
At least he knows it was a
Yeah.
slip.
It was a bad
You know what
one.
would be good? It'd be good to go out with poison, right? And like take it away from them, take the
Ooh,
murder away
you're
from
not
them, have
killing
someone
me.
slip you in like a poisoned brownie or something. And then you're like, sorry guys, I got the last laugh.
Going out on my terms.
Or if you got a shellfish allergy.
There you go. That's a great idea. Have an anaphylactic shock before they give you the chance to put you in the chair. It's perfect.
I went out my way.
Yeah, with your throat closing up instead of just having.
How do you know what it's like that they're injecting you with?
Well, I would rather take an IV than have my throat closed up.
Some people say you can feel everything.
Really?
Everything's shutting down.
Well,
it's worse than.
Yeah. Shouldn't have killed anybody. That's what.
You were
getting put to death.
Yeah. You just look like the wrong guy.
I'm from Louisiana, man.
Mr. Magoo killed a guy and they arrested you.
Electric chair for the longest time.
Did the power go out when somebody was getting roasted?
Well, yeah. It would kind of, and then it would come back on.
Hit him again. Must be a big dude.
Again. Sometimes you got to hit him 2-3 times.
Pet peeves as you got older.
Oh, to me.
Go with one. Yeah.
You're on the hot seat.
You're on the hot seat.
We're not. We'll join in, but it's you.
I can stall for you though. I hate like when McDonald's and Subway use the word artisan. That has been driving me nuts because it's defined as like an artisan chair, which means a dude from Italy has so much wood and makes as many chairs as he can out of it, and that's individually made artisan.
If you ever eaten artisan bread, it's amazing.
It's not artisan.
It is.
Artisan is handmade one at a time.
Bread.
It's coming off a conveyor belt to go to McDonald's.
No, I'm not talking about McDonald's. But I'm talking about you go in the grocery store and there are artisan breads. They're amazing. They really are.
They're not handmade. They come out of a factory.
One at a
Did
time.
they pick the flour
Probably.
to make the bread?
I think
then it's artisan.
That's why.
That's
why it's more expensive.
They just wrote the word artisan on there because
I don't think I've ever. Subway's has artisan
bread. Yeah,
really?
McDonald's has get the new chicken sandwich on our artisan bun. You're freaking McDonald's. You're the exact opposite of artisan.
The one thing I do, I'm not a very good cook, but I do a good British roast, and I bake my own bread on Sundays for the kids and the family. And I call it my artisan bread, but I do bake it myself. To be fair,
hungry for that British roast, aren't you?
Oh, it's good. Oh, I am. I'm always hungry.
Tom and I are on a diet,
and I am down 13 pounds in 2 weeks.
Oh, stay away from artisan bread, man. Yeah, that's
stay away from that
one thing that won't help you. Yeah. I feel like one of my pet peeves. I have to answer your question, right? Because one of my pet peeves is when people don't answer my question. It drives me nuts. It's often with my husband, but with other people as well. Really simple question like, "Do you want to do this or that?" And then they'll just go off on a tangent, or yes or no, and they still won't say yes or no. I think that's something that really drives me bananas. And I get like pretty passive aggressive about it. I said, I simply asked a question. Do you or do you not want to do it? And it drives me nuts.
We had that on the ride over. I asked Molly, should we get gas before or after the show? And she says, I don't care.
She doesn't care.
Not an option.
Well, why are you asking her? Why don't you be an alpha male and pull into the gas station and buy the damn gas instead of asking mommy if it's okay?
I don't know how much time she needs to set up before the show. Depending on if we're running late, we can get it afterwards.
Well, if you're running late, you get it afterwards.
I don't know how much time she needs, so I was asking her.
He had me repeat myself too. He repeated himself and asked me again. I said, I don't care, because I thought he didn't hear me.
Maybe I should have said, are we on time? Do we have time to stop for gas now?
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe it's the fault of the person that asked the question. Because if you ask a clear
somehow it always comes back to my
fault.
There you go. Problem with communication, Tom.
Flaming flag.
You can't even say flaming flag.
But if you'd have said, yeah, do you want to get it before or after? I don't care. Choose one.
Right.
It's a little aggressive, but
yeah.
Well, like if you pull in and she goes, you're going to make us late, then you said you didn't care. Be late.
Well, if it would have made us late, I would have said.
You would have said something.
Molly, what's your pet peeve? I know there's something about me that
Tom.
you hate.
Oh man, you put me on the spot. There's so many.
Very good, Molly. We asked a question 5 minutes ago. You didn't have one?
I was multitasking.
I have one.
Things.
You got one?
Oh yeah, just people when you're walking on the sidewalk and they're coming in the other direction and they're walking 3 or 4 abreast, taking up the whole sidewalk. When you see people coming from the other side, you should break off and make a smaller group to allow people to pass you on the sidewalk instead of looking like an asshole on parade. It bothers me.
Nice. Well, so here's a pet peeve, and it comes from years working retail as well. When people come up like to checkout, like to the cash register, and they're on like, especially if it's like a Bluetooth call, they're talking to someone and they don't even have the phone up. They've got the Bluetooth on. I just think that's so inconsiderate and like rude to expect, and to be already having a conversation when you're,
Or if you're in line behind them and they're going through and they're one hand on the phone and one hand, it's like, come on, man, hang up the damn phone while you're conducting the transaction. He'll
Right.
call you back.
Or wait, finish your phone call. I don't know. If you're that, I don't know. I guess just the way that the world is right now, that people are that busy that they have to be on the phone while they're even checking out and not even like say hello to the the person that's
Okay.
I don't know.
What were you saying?
This is from an interesting story I read, and the story was called "Are One Night Stands a Thing of the Past?" Kimbles, what do you think?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I still have like, I'm married. I have been for 13 years. Some of my favorite memories are one night stands. I didn't have many, but the few I did have, I still remember. They were hilarious. I still have a couple of funny stories about them, which is something for a beer another night. And that's what it's all about, right? That's living, that's experiencing things. I hope not.
The interesting thing,
Just be safe, right? Just be safe. Make sure you're somewhere safe. Make sure you're protected. All of that crap, and then go have fun, man.
the interesting reason I brought this story up is because women, 64% of women think no, they're still going to happen, and only 45% of men think that they're going to happen. So the women are way more in support for one night stands than the men are.
I think
Optimistic.
men are petrified right now.
But I think with everything easing up, there should be a little bit of fun now. You finally can come into contact with people. I mean, like you said, just be smart.
Well, we're doing a
Safe.
weight bet for a reason. Everybody put on the COVID 20.
I put up more than that.
So did
Jesus.
I. I put on the COVID 50.
I was on steroids. It made me so ravenously hungry, and I couldn't taste or smell shit. It was so frustrating.
You still can't taste, can you?
I'm getting a little bit of taste and a little bit of smell back. I'm about 25%.
I remember the even bigger cock block than the pandemic was when we were in high school and they showed the birthing video, the live birth. Chicks would not put out for at least 6 months. Just
Only a month?
seeing that.
I used to work in labor and delivery. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I saw plenty of births. It's beautiful. It's loud. There's a lot of screaming, but it's nice.
What's the room smell like?
I don't know. You have a mask on. It smells like a hospital. Jesus.
Well, these days protection's so much easier in that, like IUDs and whatever else. Like the fact that you don't have to take the pill every day, you can just whack something up in there and you're good for 5 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Just whoop, done.
Hammer it
Party
up
for
there.
5 years. Yeah.
Yep.
Kimbles, you got 5-year-old twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Twins?
I do.
Boys.
Yes, I do.
So, do you plan to have any more?
No, I mean, I thought back in the day we probably wanted more, but it wasn't on the cards for us. So no, the two we're they keep us busy. They're pretty rad, but they're also exhausting. So yeah.
Didn't you say one of them's like the size of a 10-year-old?
Yes, one of them's huge. They are twins, but their size difference is a good 6 inches. It's crazy.
One was hanging onto the milk bag too long.
I
and they're
know for
getting
sure.
too much
Yeah.
nutrition.
One got all the space in the stomach. I mean, you used to be able to, you could literally see my stomach was like this. I was so lopsided, I had to walk with a cane. It was crazy.
Wow.
Like my knee gave out because I was totally wonky. Whenever people told me I was lopsided, I just hit them with the cane. It's perfect.
There you go.
I think you bounced back nicely. You don't look like a woman that had any kids.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I got lucky for sure. Not enough
Catch up
roasts
with
in
you
my
later.
life. I need more artisan bread, I think.
Artist.
Don't get it from
You hear
McDonald's.
she said artisan.
Do you say aluminium?
I do. Aluminium.
I love it.
Aluminium.
Shejum?
Yes.
Schedule?
Schedule.
Yeah. Bunch of weird stuff. I always say, I feel like with a British accent, you can basically get away with murder, right? As long as, like, if you're doing Cluedo, you just have to say, like, I did it with an aluminium pipe in the sitting room.
Oh, that's so adorable. Let her go.
Golden.
Aluminium.
How long have you been in the United States?
13 years.
And you've been in like the San Diego area the whole time?
No, I first moved over to San Diego. Then I went up to LA for 10 years. Had a rad time up there. Interesting. You mentioned Shailene Woodley moved in with her guy quick. I don't know how quick, but I met my husband down in San Diego, and then we moved together within 8 weeks. Moved up to LA. Wow. So yeah, super quick. And yeah, loved LA, worked up there for 10 years and then had the twins and just wanted more space. Managed to work from home, and we just kind of came down here for a bit more space and more chilled out vibe.
Yeah, so you had some type of job, like what did you do in LA? Like you were working with
Yeah, I was head of marketing up at Variety magazine. So I was in the entertainment industry, which is what's so random about it, but I was on the other side, dealing with talent on a day-to-day basis, but never wanting to be the talent. And then moved down to San Diego, and then ironically now I'm on the other side of the stick. It's crazy.
What made you decide to do that?
I don't know. It's kind of just a natural flows, right? I've always loved being on stage. I used to sing in a band when I was a kid, or even through my 20s back in the UK. And so I loved, and I just wasn't very good, but I loved being on stage. And then I kind of hit really hard and worked really hard at kind of working up the corporate ladder, had my twins, wanted to take a little bit of time out, but my creative juices kept kind of, coming along with the milky juices. And I was like, what can I do next? And for a while I was writing loads of crazy poems. I wanted to be like an adult naughty Dr. Seuss kind of direction. I don't know. But then I realized I was missing I loved the writing. It's my favorite part of comedy still. I love writing. But I missed the human interaction and the immediacy of it. So I started doing like poetry, what do you call it? Like poetry open mics. And then I suddenly thought, hang on, this isn't right for me. Let's try stand up. And that led to this. It's crazy, really. It's super weird.
Can we hear one of your slam poetry poems?
Yeah. My
Excellent.
God.
This would be awesome.
Are you guys into Star Wars?
Yeah. We had Charlie Ross on.
Oh, there we go.
Star Wars.
Okay, hang on. Oh my God, it's a while since I've read one of these. This one is naughty, but not too naughty. Quite naughty. Where is it? Okay.
It flies here.
With a naughty podcast.
Yes.
I like it.
Here we go. Okay. It's called May the Fourth Play Be With You. There's a well-known Star Wars fantasy that many a man has dreamt. But when hubby asked me to act it out, I wasn't sure what he meant. Was he after a Jabba the Butt? Or did he want me to chew his backer? Perhaps he was after Han Solo. That's too easy. I'm no slacker. So I said I'd wiggle my 32 D2s and try some dirty galactic talking if he obied my wanton Kenobi until I was practically Luke Skywalking. So one dark night soon, he'll be dressed in black like that sexy Cape Crusader. Except, of course, he's no hero, just that grumpy git, Darth Vader. I'll have my role play plans in place, bread rolls placed upon my ears. It's finally time to get layered. Let's hope that lightsaber appears. Don't you dare C-3P on me. It's basically just a ton of dad jokes.
Excellent. Yeah.
It was a little naughty, but it was nice. It was a little play on words.
Naughty but nice.
Right.
Oh gosh. I've spent my entire life basically just doing pun wars with my dad. We still do, and there's just a pun war text going back and forth. So it's basically just a poem of dad puns the whole way through.
How is the comedy scene different in England compared to here? Or did you not really do it over there?
I've never did it over there. I can't wait to go back. I thought I'd get to go back earlier than now, but obviously then COVID hit and whatever else. So I can't wait to go back. I did a couple of I did quite a few British Zoom shows actually over COVID, and it was funny to see the jokes that landed harder, the jokes that didn't land as hard, and just having to edit. They don't understand a lot of the words I use now. It's crazy. I'm definitely in that kind of awkward stage where sometimes I'll say a joke and it's great and it takes me ages. I think it's great, but no one else does. And it takes me ages to realize it's because I used a weird word that someone couldn't hear properly or that people just didn't understand. But now I get that when I do jokes in England because I'm just this weird little Australian girl that doesn't know what language I'm speaking.
No,
So yeah.
It's funny about jokes that just one word or an inflection can just turn it around. It's almost like a Rubik's Cube. You have to just keep, because this is good. And even though it's not working, I have to make it kind of click in. And when it does,
Yes.
Great.
Yes, for sure. And people definitely say my words and my language and my language and my accent are a strength. And I think they definitely are, or an opportunity for me, but they're also a hindrance because I talk too fast and people can't hear what I say and I use weird words. So you have to kind of balance the pros and the cons.
But you can control that. You can just talk slower, right?
Well, you think so. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. I just go, blah, 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 especially when you're nervous and you're up on stage.
Right.
And excited, yeah.
But in theory, I'm working on it, yeah.
Well, and also if you kind of work at a certain pace, it's just a kind of a pace that you have. You have a certain type of pace of the way you talk. And
yes, I'm very excitable, in case you can't tell. So I can't help but get all jazz hands, quick worded. I'm working on it.
Well, I'm always telling myself in my head, slow it down, take a
Yeah.
breath.
Well, it's funny. My favorite comedians, I think this is a thing, but my favorite comedians are always the opposite of me. They're always very dark and they always have that droll, dry delivery. I love it. I can't get enough of the slow, dark, dry delivery with no smile. It's my favorite to watch, but I couldn't do it if I tried.
That's awesome.
It's weird.
For that as well.
You're very giddy.
I do
You're like
get
a
giddy.
kid. Yeah. And I mean that as a compliment.
Will took us kind of right into the interview. Should we go back to some hot seat?
Yeah, go to hot seat.
He took us right into it. He does
Sometimes
that once
I
in a
go
while.
off. Yeah, I go
Oh,
off.
good.
If you were a WWE wrestler, what would your gimmick be?
Oh, do you know what? It would be, my nickname is Wethead Kimbles, right? Because when I get drunk and I'm partying in clubs, which I don't do very often anymore, but back in the day, I used to think I was more attractive with wet hair and looking like Britney Spears from the Slave for You video. That was the look I was going for. So I used to go in the sink, put my entire hair under the sink in the bathroom in the club, and then come out and then whip my wet hair around like a dog.
You annoyed so many people.
Did you get beat up?
I thought I looked like a rock star, but I'm probably, really pissing people off. So I think if I was a wrestler, I'd just come out with dripping wet hair and I'd just do a bit of this, preferably dressed in chaps as well. That would be the whole
People
vibe.
look at her and say, yeah, she's definitely on Molly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Is that sweat, lady? That hurts.
Oh God, it's
Look,
ridiculous.
if you can't find a snake, just take your head, dip it in the toilet, and flush.
Oh my God, the weird. I don't know what these girls used to think in the bathroom, and there was this, I'd done my hair to go out, but I was like, oh, it's gonna look way better wet. Just watch this, and then I just stick it in. Yeah, weird.
And none of your friends ever said, "Hey, Kimble."
No, oh, they'd encourage it. Are you kidding me? They loved it.
Because they're
like,
watching
give
everybody else.
Kimbles more
thinking they're
tequila, so Wethead Kimbles comes out.
Sweat
To this
all over
day,
them.
all my mates still call me Wethead Kimbles. It's crazy.
Great.
I just never get to that point anymore, really.
Well, you're a
Oh,
mother,
she's
you got
wethead
kids.
drunk.
She's wethead. I drunk to see half a
That is
wethead.
it.
She's
That
getting
is
there.
it. Yeah.
Do you think if you got that drunk to this day, you would still go and do the wet hair?
Oh, yeah, because her friends would egg her on.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they still. Yeah, I like to think I would. I don't know if I'd have quite the confidence to whip my hair back and forth on the dance floor anymore, but I like to think I would. And if it made the mascara run, even better. I thought it looked better for some reason. It's like weird body dysmorphia, except I was like, oh yeah, wet hair and mascara dripping from my face. I look hot right now.
That is
Look like you came out of a
awesome.
Marilyn Manson video.
Hey, got me a couple of one night stands. What can I say?
This chick's DTF. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's ready to go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I always
Oh,
wanted
God.
to be the beekeeper as a wrestler.
The beekeeper.
Beekeeper.
Why's that?
Because if you'd like, it'd be a bad guy, obviously. So I'd come down and I'd be dressed up and I'd have like the crate. And you pull one of them things out full of bees and you hit a guy with it instead of a chair. Oh, you wouldn't want to get stung.
I want some honey. Is what I would
You
want.
want We'll
that
talk
would-
after the show. I
that
sell
would-
honey.
That would backfire on you because you would get stung.
I'd
too.
be in the
You just
beekeeper suit.
Have a bunch of angry bees.
That's fine. I'm protected.
Or what about the crowd? The people in the
They better
audience?
hold still and not wear yellow because the beekeeper's coming
Don't
out.
move. Don't show fear, people.
Oh, this guy again. We got to put the whole audience in
Oh,
beekeeper
good.
suits.
Yeah.
You have to have a freaking
Put my
net
hand
around
into a
it.
beehive and punch a guy 10 times with it till there's no beehive left. I'd be a good villain.
That's terrible.
You're fired.
Uh,
Do you think kidneys should be able to be bought and sold? My dad and I were having this conversation because he wants to will me his organs so I can make money off of them.
What?
The legacy.
Yeah,
That
what
sounds
you-
like something your dad would say.
he says he's not worthless. He's going to give me his
And you're
organs.
gonna find
oh
out
my
that
God.
it's shitty and it's not.
Right, and your
20
dad's
bucks.
a heavy smoker, almost 70.
Okay, people still want like his eyes.
His kidneys, though. Come on.
I don't know about his kidneys. I mean, you need one. It's better than nothing. He's still kicking. It's got some juice left in the
Why
battery.
don't you sell one of his kidneys while he's still alive? He only needs his one.
Well, yeah, because then if I get a good Yelp review, I can really at his funeral just have like
Get a
a
harvest.
yard sale.
This is so morbid, and I'm sitting here just picturing what would you do with you'd have to go and like buy the dry ice and like
Yeah.
Thinking about the
I think they
legit-
should,
It
I
costs
think they
money
should
to make
remain.
one, babe. Don't you know how this
That's
works?
right. You got to get a good, not one of those cheap ice chests. You need a good one.
Yeah,
Not a
an
styrofoam.
igloo. Yeah, you get the igloo for the.
Oh yeah.
for
You
the
don't want
heart.
to. I think they should just remain black market because then we'll get like good TV shows and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I believe in free enterprise, but that's next
You know,
level. I
Kimbles,
also just
one of
believe in
those
good people. Just donate.
Neckhead one night
Yeah.
stands could have you could have easily found yourself on an operating table
Oh,
with like
easily.
missing a kidney.
Yeah,
Oh,
like on The
God.
Simpsons, where the what do you call it? The scar is in the shape of a kidney.
Oh gosh.
time takes it dark.
I know. Well, they can keep getting you if they go for the liver because it grows back. You can take out 2/3 of the liver and your liver will grow back.
Really?
So you could just be farmed. They might as well put a zipper in the side of you and just every 6 months come in.
I wonder if people sell their kidney stones. I wonder if like J-Lo had kidney stones. I bet there's someone out there that would pay like $1 million for J-Lo's kidney stones.
How do you prove that they were hers?
Well, I don't know if she, I don't
You
know.
have to have a
If
certificate.
she
of
sold them,
authenticity.
she could probably sell them. She just passes them and go, here you go. These came out. You want them? I bet. This is the lady whose legs are insured for $50 million or whatever, right?
That's true.
I know you can get gallstones. Here
For
we-
what?
You just looked it up.
To buy on eBay
What
right
do
here.
you do with them?
Yeah, $500. Look at that. Gallstones. That came out of a gallbladder. Gallbladder's so small.
Well, not with stones in it. They get pretty big.
Yeah, they swell up. Look at that. $500. Is that a bargain? Are we getting ripped off? Should we lowball them? Or just buy it now. We need it
Not
before
interested.
someone else
What, you
gets
gonna
it.
make a necklace with gallstones? What are you gonna do with it?
It says,
Ah,
it says for jewelry or crafts in the description.
There
There
you
you
go.
For $500, no.
If I get a kidney stone, Molly, that'll be on your ring. 'Cause I passed that. That'll be huge.
Sure.
maybe they're the new diamonds. Who knows? Gallstones are a girl's best friend. So I hear.
I like that. That's got a ring to it.
What's your now? This will be interesting from England style. What's one of the well-known home remedies you use?
For what? For anything?
For anything. I always use vinegar on my sunburn. You smell like a douchebag, but it makes your
Oh,
sunburn.
that's a waste of vinegar. Are you kidding? I'm British. All I want to do is drink vinegar, eat vinegar. I would eat vinegar on anything.
Me too.
Waste of vinegar.
I know people dip pork chops in vinegar.
I drink pickled juice.
Oh, absolutely. I have put vinegar on my peas. Anyway, home remedies. We were never really, I'm more of a science doctor remedy kind of girl. We're never really a home remedies. But I did used to do 2 forward rolls if I had hiccups.
2 forward rolls? What?
Wow.
I think, yeah. We call them roly-polies, but yeah. I think that's...
What is that?
A
what?
somersault?
Like, yeah,
A somersault. A somersault.
Okay.
2 somersaults if you got
And that
hiccups.
works?
Some people drink backwards. I think 2 somersaults work, yeah.
Spoon of peanut butter. Then the dog.
I mean, that's just always good.
Peanut butter.
Hey, that's not where that goes.
Hey, what are you doing eating my peanut butter? Putting it in the wrong spot, man. I'm not going in your mouth.
I think Americans think peanut butter is the cure for everything, though.
Yeah.
Oh, a spoonful of peanut butter, that'll work.
It's really great. It really
You should
is.
try smearing it on your sunburn. I'm pretty sure it would help.
So what's a good excuse for being late?
Oh, gosh.
And this is from Britain too. This lady had a pretty good excuse, I think.
Ooh.
She just sent this to her boss.
Isn't traffic a good one, especially out where you in the West Coast, man? Traffic's terrible.
She woke up one morning and this was there. 2 cows in her yard.
That's a pretty good excuse. I think if you're gonna, I must admit, I am. I was terrible back in the day. I used to say some seriously big white lies just when I was late for something, and
They're just
I
lies.
I was always under the impression that the
Be a white
bigger the lie.
Yeah, what's up with the white lie?
Well,
I
yeah,
know.
it's the red lie.
Well,
It
I'm
just
actually,
could
it's
be a
actually
lie.
the opposite. It was more the black lie. But I was under the impression the bigger the lie, the better, the more believable it was. So I used to say, go big or go home with the lie, like make it big. And I had some really big. I was stuck at the police station for the last 12 hours all night because there was a fight that went down last night and I was a witness. So I'm going to be 5 minutes late to work. And they were like, whoa, okay. And they believed it every time because who would come up with that crap?
5 minutes though.
Yeah, that's what makes it even
5
better.
minutes.
This whole long story. And
It took
you're
10
a
minutes to
witness
tell.
to the police, and I'll be 5 minutes late.
It's 5 minutes.
100%. That's the way it used to work.
Oh, that's
It's just 5 minutes. It's a nice little.
Go big or go home.
Do you have any sick remedies? Because I use hot ramen when you're sick. All the hottest stuff you can put in ramen noodles. Eat that.
Chicken soup, I think the medicinal characteristics of chicken soup, I always feel better when I'm sick. Chicken soup works for me.
I just think ice cream. When in doubt, ice cream. I'm not sure it's proven, but to me, it's like whatever. Ice cream, win-win.
Chocolate.
Oh, that ice cream that you
Ice
had
cream
with-
and chocolate, red wine. That worked for me all my life. Even when I was 5, that worked well.
Do you remember that ice cream that you had in Fort Wayne?
I do. See, you know my love of ice
I
cream.
remember that. He's like, I'm gonna have some ice cream because people were ordering food and she had her ice cream. It looked great.
Well, I'd already had dinner, and you guys were all eating dinner. It was 11 o'clock at night, and I'd already had a lot to drink. So I was like, all right, let's have ice cream instead. So I got this ice cream sandwich, this big, covered in M&Ms and caramel, and it was one of the best ice cream sandwiches I've ever had from that Fort Wayne Comedy Club bar. Super rad. I'll go back just for that. That was so good. So yeah, ice cream. I'm not sure it counts, but ice cream.
I can't.
Shall I say ice cream one more time?
Well, I think you should say that for a last meal, ice cream.
Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't say no.
5-gallon jug of
Now I want some ice cream.
Me too.
right up there. That's the fatty coming through. Fight them. You
It
don't
needs
want
to be the good stuff, though. I don't waste on the bad stuff.
What's the
Like
bad?
I would rather say no to like cheap ass ice cream and save myself for like the really good full fudgy chocolate caramelly everything thrown in. Like I'd rather gorge on the good stuff than just have like the first, like real good French vanilla. Yes, crappy,
Okay.
$2.99. No, Vanilla, no way.
Cheap.
Have you ever had the Sour Patch Kids ice cream?
Oh no, but that sounds amazing.
It's pretty good.
It's very good. That's
And it's
my
got
ice
Where
cream.
did you get that?
Through it. Oh, it's they sell it here.
Oh, that's right up my street.
Little chunks of gummy in there.
It's good. Yeah, but
Yum.
Tom likes the real cheap, grainy stuff that you get from like a buffet.
China buffet ice cream. Yeah, I like the cheap.
That tea ice cream, green tea ice cream.
No, it's
cheap.
just it's vanilla, but it's the real grainy stuff that
It's
you
just
can,
like milk
out of
and
the
ice
machine.
chips. Yeah,
Just-
No, real good vanilla is nothing like it, though. I mean, like I like a lot of
That's my
stuff and
favorite.
chocolate,
vanilla.
but if you get a real good French vanilla, mwah.
Mhm.
All right, you are off the hot seat finally. We'll get back to the interview. But check out the Big Laugh Comedy Network. We're on Roku TV. We got all kinds of fantastic comedians moving over there. We're going to be working with them about some stuff in Milwaukee coming up.
Nice.
Twisted Dreams Film Festival is going on right now. Get in there and watch those movies real quick. Amazing.
And what do
time.
you do for them?
We are assistant directors for the Twisted
and Molly
Dreams.
as well.
Yes. There you go. At least you didn't slip up on flag. Yes.
Hey, I caught it.
I caught it too late. It's just one syllable. Really messed me up.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I don't think you'll be on Twisted Dreams next year.
No. Pop Culture Podcast. We're coming back. This week we didn't do it because of Twisted Dreams. So we're doing the Pop Culture Podcast on Thursday nights at 7. Check it out. Molly, be part of the Rail Blazers Club, where we're going to be doing all of our giveaways. Hopefully we got some Summerfest tickets to be given away here. It's going to be a little cold. Bundle up. Movies with Mark. We just did a Movies with Mark Metcalf. Earlier this morning, we did Bringing Up Baby, which is not a Dirty Dancing prequel.
Kimbles, have you ever seen Bringing Up Baby?
Hit my
No, but is it it's the French book, right?
No.
No.
No, there's a book called Bringing Up Bebe, which is a cool French book. But no, I've never seen it.
Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn.
You can see
1938.
how much I hated Katharine Hepburn's character in that movie review coming up on Wednesday. So, all right, Kimbles, you're on. You're not on the hot seat.
I'm not.
I'm going to ask you questions differently.
Oh.
How about you just tell us a little bit about your Kimbles and Bits comedy?
Yes. Yeah, this was a sign. It's cool. It's I've been doing comedy for a while now, but this was really an opportunity that just landed in my lap, like it does sometimes. To someone saw me that happened to be an event manager of a big theater. They saw me performing in a brewery last summer. Followed me on Instagram, and I thought nothing more of it. And then 6 months later, they were like, "Let's come and produce a show at our theater." And I did, and it's a beautiful theater. It's called the Ritz in Escondido. So now I have a monthly show there, and other people picked up on it. There's a couple of local hotels that I now do a monthly show at. I've got a monthly show happening at the Belly Up in Solana Beach, or a show happening. I hope to become monthly. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's great for a comedian, right? That's what it's all about. You're trying to make stage time, and that's what it's all about. But to be able to have a kind of a business and a bebe on the side, is awesome.
What's some struggles you didn't expect when doing that?
Well, do you know what? I'm still doing it fully by myself, and I feel like if you look at most other people that run a show, they tend to run it as a team. So I'm doing everything from I'm running around timing people, trying to take photos, trying to post on social, often hosting, all at the same time, let alone the day-to-day basis. And I'm not great at social. I'm not great at editing videos and all of that stuff. So it's really just, for me, it's been a huge learning curve. But I'm just, going along for it and figuring it out. And it's definitely, I said I wanted to get my creative juices. I'm definitely learning a lot.
Yeah, where's your husband in all this to help out?
He's just
with
the kids.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's with the kids. It's weird. He this was the last month was the first month he didn't come to one of the bigger shows, and it was crazy not having him there. But we can't pay for a babysitter every single time. Now I've got 4 a month. So yeah, unfortunately, he needs to not start coming to them as much. But it's very weird because I really enjoyed debriefing with him after each one. Like, what was your favorite comedian? What bit did you love? Which bit did I muck up? And all of a sudden I've lost that kind of person to debrief with at the end, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I don't know. But it's great fun, and it's just so nice to be able to get guaranteed stage time and not be relying on, pitching yourself to the clubs permanently, but also just to be able to be out there and make sure you're giving your mates for stage time. So that's what it's all about, right? You go up in the world in comedy with your groups, your homies, your mates, and that's kind of what it's all about.
So does your husband get mad that you're ruining the paint on the wall back behind you? All those Post-it notes?
No, are you kidding me? I painted every single inch of this house. I'm the painter.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about those notes back there, because I want to.
Yes.
I want to understand how you use that. So I see they're color coded, and you change things up as far as the order of your set.
Yeah.
So how long has those been up there?
Do you know what? The blue ones have been up there for a very long time. That was my first ever Type 5.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
don't even spell blue Post-it notes anymore.
Yeah. and all the others have been, and there's been some that have been taken down as well. Jokes that I kind of fed up of. I take down for a while.
Do you have a retirement box?
Huh?
Do you have a retirement box?
Yeah, I do. I have a retirement pile of crap in the corner is basically a bit more what it's like. But yes, if only you could see this side of the room, which is just way messier. Yeah, I literally so that's the kind. I actually haven't done that blue Type 5 like that for a long time. And then I literally just move things around, and I look, and when I've got a new little punchline that I want to try, I try. So you can see this. This was a kind of a newish Type 5 that I did recently. And I was trying to figure out which of those 5 and which of those ones I was kind of squeezing in. So it just helps me. I'm a very visual person. I can't be doing with cutting and pasting on a document, but I love moving it about on my wall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't change it up. What annoys me, right, though, is they're Post-it notes, but they don't actually stick to the wall. So I have to use masking tape as well, which is ridiculous.
Oh, that's bogus.
Is that because you moved it? Sure.
I don't think so. It's because we've got that old-fashioned, like, blobby wobbly wall. Like, it's not flat.
Somebody else had a slip, but it's not as bad as mine.
Yeah.
Wobbly's a lot better than your slip.
See, what you need is a whiteboard mount to whiteboard on the wall.
Yes.
Post-it notes on.
Why's it got to be a whiteboard?
Why got to be a whiteboard?
I do. I have a whiteboard as well somewhere. I don't have a whiteboard, but it's too small. It's too small.
Oh, I got a
You can get those
giganto.
big ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need. But I'm hoping this will just. Where is it? I'm hoping this is just going to keep growing. I need to stop retiring jokes, start keeping them up there, and writing more. That's the other thing. With producing comes a lot less writing, which sucks because I'm not in. I do Kimbles and Bits and I love it, but I'm not in it to be a producer. I'm in it to be a comedian. That is helping me get stage time on the side. And if it keeps growing, then great. But it's mostly just because I want to get stage time and I want to become a better comedian.
Are you just hosting Kimbles and Bits then?
No, I host sometimes. I guest host a lot of the time. I have other people guest host a lot of the time as well.
You book yourself.
Yes, for sure.
Well, yeah. And then it's your room. You got to at least stretch a little bit and try closing that room. This is how you stretch as a comedian.
Yes.
Give yourself more time.
Do you know, I had a comedian who I love called Zoltan. If you don't know him, look him up. He's really, really good. Well known in San Diego, but touring all over now. And I had him on at the show the other week, and he said something that I just really loved. I was talking to him about the nervousness of when you have the same spot doing the same jokes, and you're just like, I know I hate doing the same jokes, so I always try and make sure at least 50% are new or different. And he's like, do what you want to do. Like your production is, think of it like your home gym. And I just thought that was such a cool kind of way of putting it. Think of it like your home gym. It's yours to do what you want. You've got to get out there and try your new material and don't fret. You want other people to do their best, but it's your home gym. You go out there and do what you want to do and try your own thing. And I thought that was a pretty cool way of thinking about it. Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
It's your home gym. Give Zoltan a little plug.
Yeah. Your stage, your home gym. Yeah. Work it out, baby.
So he's obviously Australian, that with a name like Zoltan. Right?
I think he's San Diego born and bred. I don't know.
So, read a different interview with you, and now that the pandemic is pretty much over, have you ran naked through the streets like you said you were going to?
No, because if you read further down, I was like, I'm probably never going to do anything that I said I'd do, right? During COVID, we were all like, oh my God, after COVID, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You're like, no, you're not. You're not.
If you do, at least make sure you have the wet head.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
They won't recognize you.
Yeah.
Just some chick with wet hair came running through naked.
I have to wait till my hair's longer. What is that? There was a famous was it a British person in history that did go through town on a horse, but her hair was long
Lady
enough.
Godiva.
Lady Godiva. There you go.
She's got some pretty good chocolate too, I understand.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if she was British, but I remember that. But yeah, no, I'm not going to run through the streets naked. I'm not going to do anything. I think dye my hair blue was up there as well. I would love to dye my hair blue, but I'm not going to do that.
Do it.
Well, Tom said if he loses 50 pounds, he's running through the streets naked.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Why not?
I'll be lighter and faster. He's
Probably
50
gonna
pounds lighter.
Tear an Achilles.
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? I do care less. I do think COVID's done something for people's frivolity and freedom. I feel like I care a little bit less, and I think that's a good thing. I hope even if I'm not going to run through the streets naked, hopefully I might just wear a little less or be a little free, or even if we all loosen up 2%, 5%, that's loosening up in the right direction, if you ask me. I mean, it's just we all got so deep in the stress of day-to-day life, and I think it was a good. Obviously, a lot of there's a lot of bad things that happened and people that lost their lives, but I think it's a good reset, and hopefully, even if it just slightly pushes us all in the right direction of
It's been the best year of my life, and I had COVID and nearly died. Still the best, because I haven't been around a lot of people. They haven't been annoying me. The workplace, my day job has been quiet. Everyone's at home. And now they're saying they're supposed to be coming back. My department is going to be whole within 30 days, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Right.
It's like, I can't take the chatterboxes are coming back. Ugh.
Yeah. But I think at least you have that mentality as well, because at some point you're going to say, no, I'm not wasting my time on this crap. Now I know that there's more to life, and
I can
live
retire
it a little bit. Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
I said it. If it gets on my nerves, I'm just going to retire. I got a pension from them coming. It won't be as much if I get out now, but I've been there 27 years, so it's enough already.
You can
Life's
also
too
do
short.
that. Look, this past year has been really nice because I haven't had to. Maybe it'll fix the problem.
I've been socially distancing for like 20 years, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been quarantining for a long time.
Yeah.
I do that too, but it's not by my choice. I just don't have friends.
Oh, you got Molly.
I know.
It's because we host a podcast. It's okay.
All right. Kimbles, where can we find Kimbles and Bits Comedy and all your stuff?
Do you know what? It's still early days. It's a bunch of shows happening down in San Diego. So come to San Diego to find it. And eventually I need to get a YouTube site set up where I'll post more of the content. But if people can follow Kimbles and Bits _comedy on Instagram, that's where I kind of do little snippets and tell people the shows that are coming up.
This will also be on YouTube later this week. So
yeah, as soon as we fix me.
Yes.
As soon as we take out with Tom, so we don't get banned from YouTube.
Do I have to go on an apology tour now because nobody
just
knew
Molly
that I
will
accidentally?
Molly will cut that part out like she has had to do numerous times for both of us.
I think that's the worst one ever, though.
She's going to spend some time editing for sure.
All right, Kimbles and Bits _comedy.
Yes.
On the gram. The result called.
Yeah.
Kimbles. There we go.
BLES.
Let's hit a good follow there, and I will pull this up. Molly, hit your reads while I'm doing this.
Oh, guys, if you haven't already joined the Real Blazers, go ahead, go to our website, go to the Real Blazers Club, and sign up. We will be doing all of our giveaways from there. And if we've got fun stuff to tell you, we'll send it there. Also, while you're there, why don't you click the Amazon link on the top of our page? Go shopping. Shop
we're
like normal. We
affiliated.
get a little bit of a kickback. It helps us out. It's great.
There's Zoltan. Zoltan. All
Yeah.
right, Kimbles. Thank you very much. Check out Kimbles. She's very, very fun. She's not from Australia. Remember, universe,
We're not good enough.
Thanks so much, guys. That was really fun.
You.
Thank you.
Well, Kimbles.